Good R&B squad, this is Heart of Ruth. I trust that this message meets you guys in good spirits. If you're new here, welcome. We don't believe that you're here by accident. We're happy to have you, and Jesus is even happier. As I'm recording this, it is still daylight hours, and guys, today has been such a bright, beautiful day. And it always makes me smile the way the Lord uses bright, beautiful days like these to convey a beautiful message. Okay? So, of lately, I have been seeing conjoined twins everywhere. There have been things popping up on YouTube about conjoined twins. I've been coming across information about conjoined twins, and I didn't even go looking for this stuff. I just saw this stuff all over the place. And I asked the Lord, are you trying to say something to me by using these conjoined twins? And the Lord took me to Genesis chapter 2, verses 23 to 24, and it reads, "Then the man said, 'This at last is bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. Therefore a man shall leave his father and his mother, and hold fast to his wife, and they shall become one flesh.'" Okay? Now, the Lord used something very interesting and unusual to describe what He's getting ready to do in the natural and what He has already done in the spirit for many of you. He used a bone marrow transplant to describe what is about to happen between you and your kingdom spouse, for those of you whom this word is for, okay? Now, I'm sure everybody has heard the phrase joined at the hip, but this word will give that phrase a whole new meaning. In order to be a donor for a bone marrow transplant, you need to have stem cells that match the person you are donating to. As a bone marrow recipient, your blood cells will contain the DNA, and I want you guys to pay close attention to this. As a bone marrow recipient, your blood cells will contain the DNA from your marrow donor. So two important things. The donor has to be a match to you, and not only does the donor have to be a match, and the procedure for matching, for determining if that person is a match, it's a lengthy procedure. They can't just take up any old person to be your donor, okay? It's the same thing in the spirit realm. The Lord isn't going to just pick any old person to be your partner. This person has to be a perfect match for you, okay? Now, during a bone marrow transplant, a special needle is placed through the skin into the marrow cavity of the hip bone. See what the Lord means about being joined at the hip? Listen, guys, after the Lord showed that to me and explained that to me, He took me to Proverbs chapter 3, verse 8, and it reads, "It will be healing to your flesh and refreshment to your bones." Your union with this person is going to be refreshing to your entire body, to your entire being. You're going to feel like this is the part of you that has been missing, that this is the missing piece of the puzzle, okay? When God reveals the two of you and your union to the world, jaws are going to drop. People are going to be shocked, but at the same time, the two of you coming together is going to make perfect sense. Even to the people who don't like it and don't want it to make sense, it is going to make so much sense. Even the counterfeits know. They really hate it, but even to them, it is undeniable how much sense this union between you and this person makes. Now, guys, I cannot make this stuff up. I mean, I'm clever, but I'm not this clever. The Lord literally using a bone marrow transplant to explain how serious this thing is, this joining of you and your person is. I really hope that this blessed someone, and I will be back with another word as soon as the Lord releases me. Take care.